Hi, my sensitive friend. Oh, surprise, surprise. We've got a lot of intensity going on with this full moon tonight. Um, it's July 3rd, 2023. Some of this is going to apply for the next few weeks. So I just wanted to give you a little heads up about what's going on. Um, I want to start off by saying that if you're worried about losing things, we're going to have less losses than we've had before. Okay, for months and months, I've been talking about we need to let go. We need to let go. Okay, and usually that referred to people, places, jobs, things like that. Okay, the we do still have an energy of letting go, but now it seems to have changed gears a little bit, and we need to let go of thoughts that we're having. Okay, um, if you're in a relationship, a lot of the thoughts that you're going to need to be letting go of are around relationship. Um, I tend to see themes when I'm doing one on one readings with clients, and I can have, if I, out of 10 clients, there be seven that are going through the same thing. And it's like an energetic theme, okay? So, um, and we'll cover off if you're not in a relationship what this might look like. But if you're in a relationship, um, you may need to let go of thoughts of previous relationships. Like somebody does something and it triggers you, and you're like, oh, that last person did this, so I'm just going to lose it and say I'm not putting up with that or whatever. Okay. There's a way to communicate that says, um, recognizing what your triggers are and whether that needs to be a deal breaker or not. Often it's not a deal breaker, it's something that triggered you, that reminded you of somebody else. Um, Another thing might be where um, there's been a theme throughout your relationships, and on the one hand, you're I want this one to work, but yet you're bringing in same old thoughts of this is just how I am, and I'm not going to change, right? So you may need to let go of some of the thoughts and mannerisms and how you are within relationship, um, if you want things to be different. Okay, this can be significant other relationships. It could be relationships with your work. It could be relationships with your friends, your family. Okay, so let go of the thoughts that you have been thinking your whole life. Okay, um, for some of you, might be around your home, right? Like I have to live in a place like this, or I have to. My house has to be exactly like this, or anything, right? Just see where you have these repetitive thoughts and they're just keeping you stuck in the same old loop over and over, okay? And maybe try and change your thoughts to something a little more empowering. Uh, yeah, there's tons and tons of letting go, but it's letting go of what you've been thinking, okay? Which is actually quite good news, right? We don't have to worry so much about losing things. We don't need to lose that relationship. We don't need to lose our home. We don't need to lose our job. We just need to lose some of the thoughts around it, all right? Now, a good thing that might be helpful with this is if you're journaling. Okay, so write down all your frustrations, and being that it's a full moon week, right? So if you were to write down all your frustrations and everything that's bothering you, and look at the theme of what you're writing down, which might be the same thing that you've been saying for your whole life or for years, okay? And see if you can't reframe that for yourself and say, well, what if I was to let go of the thought that something had to be a certain way? And what if I was to let go of the imagination of it? It just has to be this way, right? What if it's something way better, and all it's going to take is like a change in your thought patterns and not necessarily a change in something being ripped away, because we've had a lot of that ripped away lately, right? Over the past decade, right? I'm also being told that this could be actually a really lucky time for many of you, okay? Um, Dreams coming true type of time, okay? But look at doing, you may have to do things differently, right? Like I'm noticing having to do a few things differently in my life. And it's like, wow, I've never tried this before, right? So think of that. What have you been thinking about doing, say life path, anything that you've been scared to try? Okay. And it's like, well, it's scary to try that. It's scary to do things differently. It's scary to step out of my comfort zone. And I'll tell you, over the next weeks, if you could step out of that comfort zone and just start doing things that scare you a little bit, luck will be on your side, okay? And it will probably turn out way better than you could have ever imagined. And so I wanted to let you know that too. Whatever it is, just just go for it, right? Do something different. Think something different. Um, you wanted to start a business, start a business. Want to start doing tarot card readings, start doing tarot card readings. Want to move to a different city, move to a different city. Just go for it. Luck's on your side at the moment. Okay, and I think the last message that my peeps want to mention is like your body and your physical health. Okay, um, it's a great time to look at some of your habits. All right, so whether you want to change something with your eating, whether you just want to get off your butt and start moving, right? Our bodies are meant to move, and the way things are set up for us now, it's like we don't ever have to move or do anything, right? Everything's automatic. And, it's automated, or we drive, or, it's not like we're going out in the back 40 and picking our own vegetables and things like that, right? So you may find that you've got an urge to move your body more. So if you're thinking of some sort of a exercise program or a dietary program or anything like that, now would be a really good time to do that, because the energies are supporting us in that, and most of us really need it. Like look at your life and look at how you're treating your physical body, and see where maybe you can change something up there. Okay, so whether you're stretching it out, or whether you're um, doing some cardio or weight training, or cutting out sugar, or adding in more vegetables, what it's going to look like for each of you is going to be different, of course, right? But start thinking about that and maybe get on it. Okay, it's a really good time to get on it with that stuff, and you may find that once you start, you kind of get on a roll. All right, so I think that's it for now. If this was helpful to you, please hit the like button, maybe subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, much love.